The world shakes for your own sakes. Your heaven's crashing down. The sheer weight of your heartache, it pins you to the ground. Trapped in these four walls, is this refuge or a cage? I can't make my mind up, but I feel so again. I'm trapped inside of me again. My mind, my own abyss. This vacuum
phone says I'll be fine. They're driving me insane. Wishing that you never called me late at night and told me what you know would help me though. Helped me understand you better, get me even closer while wanting to be with you. Someone new.
hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. I'm freak. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. You got to let her go. I'm hooked on you. You got to let her go. I'm hooked on you. You got to let her go. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you.
Ready to break on you. Set phasers to stun and defend the galaxy.
Oi, bro, Matt, how was that?
Pretty good it is.
Okay, you know what, Yoda? I'm sorry, you've got to go, man. Other than that, it was great, dude. Just give it a big build-up and an awesome drop.
You got it.
Martian.
Okay, so, what now?
Well, I think that
Drum leads to bass.
Why are you still...
Bass leads to whoops.
Yoda, why you...
Whoops
Why are you...
leads to rinsing. Martian.
Welcome to the 2v2 Create Tournament Finals Day here at the SAE Studios. I'm Bizer, this is Rankies, and I'll tell you what, we've got a big day of action planned ahead, don't we?
Absolutely nice little LAN tournament here. Of course, first game, if you guys aren't aware, is going to be Nordic Gaming, who came in as first seed, taking on No Balls, who did get in as fourth. The next game, of course, will be second versus third.
Yep.
Do you want to say it?
No.
Terraria Gamers.
I've got to pre-think this. You know, every time I stuff it, I've got to pre-think it. Terraria Gamers taking on Justice Esports.
Which, of course, was Yikes.
But they're going to be wearing their Justice stuff, so... I actually thought about bringing the jersey and just ripping the shirt open.
You should have,
that would have been cringe. It would have been totally cringe. But that's the second game of today. The first game, the semis, best of 5 format, single elimination. So that's what we're going through today. And then the grand final is going to be a best of 7 to test these guys. What are your thoughts, mate?
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting. Of course, there is a prize split. I believe we had that figured out.
Yeah, 60-30.
10?
10?
Yep.
Off $250. So winner walks away with the first place winner walks away with $150.
Yeah, 75 each.
75 each. So it's not bad, not bad at all. And then second, what are they walking away with? I had it written down 75. So
75.
Split that between whoever wants the odd dollar or 50 cents. They can have it. I'm not sure if you can get an ice cream for that at Macca's anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can. It's been about...
I think it's $1. I think it's $1 for it. I don't know. Someone correct me. I have no idea.
Go to HJ's then.
Yep. First match. All right, let's not get any more cringe banter going. Nordic Gaming taking on No Balls. First versus fourth. Obviously, we're talking about... we've got Trix and...
Master Jellybean.
Master Jellybean. 2 underrated players that have made it into the top 4. We've got a big task going against Cameron and Calstar today.
Absolutely, on this side of Nordic Gaming now. The owner of Nordic Gaming, Doofus Viper, did want me to clarify something. They're not sponsored, they're not picked up as a team, they're just long-time supporters of Nordic Gaming, they're all friends, so they're just repping the name because they can.
That's awesome. And you'll see them during the game, I suppose. They've got the Nordic T-shirts on. They actually look pretty neat.
They're clean T-shirts.
They're clean. There's like no fur, no nothing on it. It's like the first time they've ever worn it.
Yeah.
So fresh, absolutely fresh. What are we thinking with these two teams? Who's going to get through?
Oh, well, I mean, Nordic Gaming did come in as first seed, so I imagine all bets are going to be on them to definitely get through into the final. I don't want to be too harsh up against No Balls, though, because they did some pretty interesting things during league play.
Yep.
Again, 2 players that we hadn't seen too much before, but certainly impressive. And yeah, they managed to come in at 4th seed. So honestly, I am expecting all of the finals games to be relatively close.
Well, I'm thinking we'll get a tip, and then we'll get the boys to jump straight in. They're pretty nervous, probably first time in the studio at a LAN for these guys. So the first game, jitters is going to be a thing, I reckon.
Yep.
I'm going to put it on Nordic Gaming for this one. What about yourself?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going to go No Balls. I got faith in the boys.
All right. That's got a
and the
smile.
reason
It's got
I
a smile
say-
on the name. They hate me now. So
Yeah. The reason I say that is because everyone's on even ground here.
yeah.
These guys aren't used to these setups. There's different chairs. They've
Different
brought their own.
PCs.
They've brought their own controllers and mouse and keyboard if they wanted to.
Yep.
But it's a very alien environment, let's say. So it runs on quite equal footing, in my opinion.
Well, let's get the first game of the semi-final underway. Best of 5. It is Nordic Gaming taking on No Balls, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be an enthralling match.
Absolutely. So it is going to be Calstar and Master Jellybean going for the kickoff, unless they want to do a fake-off of some sort. See what happens here. Of course, Nordic Gaming on the blue. No Balls on the orange side. Master Jellybean almost gets that touch past Cameron to start things off, but a couple 50-50s early on, and it does look like we're going to see Nordic Gaming in the early attack, Bizer.
Yeah, this is Calstar heading it down to the far side pocket. It does get met by Trix. A lot of aggression is going to need to come from No Balls today to match and get these 50-50s ones to give themselves opportunities.
They do have to be careful of their positioning, though, because Cameron and Calstar are definitely 2 players that will be able to punish you if you're just, mere meter out of place. And there it is, the first shot from Cameron. This is a good bounce. First bounce out of the corner here, Bizer.
Have a look at this. It's really well read by Cameron to pick that up over the top. And defense, it's got caught underneath. Needed to go up a little bit early and make it 50-50 or a save on that point.
Yep, so he caught the bounce out of the corner, caught a nice angle. off the backboard. So Cameron is heavily winning that kickoff. Might just go straight for a pass out to Calstar. No, it's gone all the way over the backboard. Not sure that's what was intended, but Calstar can recover off the sideboard. He does have to be careful about tricks. Almost getting in his way. Cameron up to Calstar. Bit of a back pass there. Now into the corner. Perfect bounce out of the corner there. Barza Tricks is up for the defense, but isn't required. No challenge from Calstar comes through. And as you just pointed out as well, boost is becoming a little bit of an issue, it looks like, for no balls. Yeah,
Being really aggressive coming from Nordic Gaming, just taking away the pads around the defensive zone. So able to stop them manoeuvring the ball out. As to say that they have got it down forward, but it's not a strong attack.
Tricks bullies his way through. He gets a nice pass to Master Jellybean. He's going for the backboard here. Bit of a poor first touch, but he has recovered well. Trying to work it across the right side of the field. Tricks here for support. 180 on that one. Nice chip up. Follows it forward. Master Jellybean looks for the pass off the backboard. It's a bit of a short one though, and Tricks just has to play this backwards to try and keep it away from Nordic Gaming, and the demo comes through.
It was a good attack going forward, and I like the fact that he used the backboard. Oh my goodness, let's
take a look at this from his perspective, Barza.
Oh my goodness. The setup, well, the pinch
Look at
down,
that
you just don't
control.
expect it.
Nice
You're
stuff
thinking
there.
he's going in for the flip and maybe getting a pass to his teammate. That's what the opposition probably would see on that point.
Yep.
And then he comes down to pinches that you can't save.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, a 540 rotation into just the ground pinch. And he's going to get another one here. Calstar with the pass across, and Cameron makes that 3-0. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, that's picking up all 3 goals so far for the side of Nordic Gaming as well. Fantastic stuff early on, Barza.
Yeah, early game pressure right now is Nordic Gaming's MO. They need to continue to push this on and really give a bit of a scare to no balls.
It's hard to see exactly what's been going wrong for the side of no balls. But they definitely need to be paying a little bit more attention in defense. Rotations and positioning could, again, always be tighter. You can say that for every team, Barza.
Indeed, as Calstar gets this one round to the corner, Master Jellybean clears up and uses the top roll of the arena. Almost read by Cameron again. He's having a good start to this final series. Master Jellybean will flick this to the middle. Calstar will meet it first, but sends it wide. And they'll hold for now. Coming down to the halfway point, it's all control here for Nordic Gaming.
Backboard from Cameron. He almost connected with the double, but not quite. Calstar not going to connect on that one as well. So one thing I have noticed from no balls is they're in defense right now, and what they tend to be doing a little bit more than they should is just handing off possession. They go for a clear, and all they're really doing is handing off possession. Master Jellybean not quite getting through
opportunity for him, though.
It was very close, and they can just keep trying. There's still a little bit under half the game, still time to get back in this, Barza.
Yeah, create those opportunities going forward. Just make sure you have a quick rotation back. They're going to start to counter really well and get these goals back, but they need to start scoring now.
Good play from Master Jellybean there. Played it well through the midfield. Tricks off the sidewall. Won't find Master Jellybean. And Cameron will pick up the open net. This is just good positioning from Cameron here. And
looking at 4 goals for Cameron as well. So receiving a lot of the ball over the top and going forward quite aggressively. Yeah. It seems like Calstar and Cameron have got their synergy worked out.
Absolutely. As I said, and just again to reiterate, Cameron has a very good read on the field at the moment. His positioning has really been on point. Calstar has had some really good passes out to him as well. Off the ceiling now for Calstar. Cameron's there, but won't be there in time to take a shot. He comes through now on the secondary rotation. Tricks trying to keep it relatively close to him, keeping up with the ball nicely. Looks for the pass to Jellybean. He is there off the backboard. Tricks. Can he get another touch? Cameron needs to try and get in his way, but no, Cameron will pick up the open net, almost catching outside edge of the post, but it barely goes in.
Well, what's the postie's name? Mick Posty?
Posty the post bar.
Posty the post bar, or Mick Posty if you're a Macca's fan. That's the second time I referenced it. I think I'm hungry for Macca's. 5-0 right now, the first game. It's hard to bring this one back, but what's in your mindset of your players?
Oh, look, for no balls, I think what they need to do right now is just focus on getting as much as they can in this game. I don't imagine they're expecting to pick up the win here, but if they can get a few goals, get in the rhythm for moving into game 2, hopefully they'll be able to set themselves up nicely. Tricks not quite connecting on that one. Calstar will come through, picks up the boost off the sidewall now. Cameron's there for moral support, if anything. He backs off as Master Jellybean gets a good save and a challenge out. Calstar, big booming pass across. It's not quite working out. Nordic Gaming has slowed down a little bit, but to be fair, they are 5-0, so they don't really need to keep the pressure up a huge amount.
Tricks had a chance, but awkwardly placed with the car. Master Jellybean, well, he's got to play the 50-50 game, and Calstar being the demo king comes through, but unfortunately, it ain't going to be a goal they save. Tricks gets the first on the board for his team.
Really well played to Master Jellybean there. He cops the demo, but as you said, Trix comes through and does find that ball into not quite an open net.
That's good. They got a smile on the name. Master Jellybean's going, well, I can't believe I got caught stuck. Got stuck in that position. I hope that doesn't happen again. I've got a fake off coming here. Calstar straight away did not deliver it back.
Calstar, the side ball, challenged by Master Jellybean. There's a good challenge. He's really deep in the field now. Trix looking to get a bounce pass forward to himself almost. Master Jellybean does wrap around in top. Calstar off the side ball. Cameron again getting in position for the pass. Could be a flick. Trix does challenge in time. Master Jellybean looking to get this towards the side wall. Can't grab that mid boost. Does get the demo on Cameron, and Trix sends this one high with a chip. Calstar down to right field. Cameron could not be there in time though. And now Cameron to Calstar back on the other way. Not quite.
He was already forward and aggressive. You usually don't see that from a team that's either behind or levelled. At this point, 4 goals in front, they could try anything out. A lot of confidence in this game.
And the demo onto Jellybean from Calstar. But at this stage, we're just waiting for it to touch the ground. Calstar off the side wall. They're doing OC keepy-ups.
Yep, OC
yes,
keepy-ups.
Calstar, 0-second goal. Cameron's there, and he puts it in. 6-1 is the final result. Look, I know that the scoreline is a 5-goal difference. I don't think this went terrible for no balls. Of course, you know, then we are expecting Nordic to come out with a strong performance, considering they're the first seed, right?
Yep.
No balls. They prove that they can score up against these guys. You know, they're finding their groove a little bit. The positioning and movements on the field seem to be a little bit smoother. Not a huge amount, but as I said, it is best of 5, so there's still chances of them moving forward to get back into this series.
6 goals for Cameron. A double hat-trick first game of the finals of Atlanta. That's something to be a little bit scared of if the other team's watching right now. You might have to shut Cameron down, not Calstar. But you said on the point for no balls. They certainly worked a lot better in that second half. Got their momentum coming out of defense a little bit better. And I think now all that's left to do is just to convert on the opportunities going forward. So certainly if they can keep it tight from the start of the second game, they're in with an opportunity.
Absolutely. Of course, quick look at the stats as well. Nordic Gaming picking up a total of 9 shots to no balls 3. You know, no balls 3 saves as well. Only 1 required from Calstar in that game, of course. Calstar picking up the 2 assists on Cameron's goals, but it really was the Cameron show in game 1 here.
Well, it might be the Calstar show next. Who knows?
Could be.
I mean, there's a smile on the boys' faces. All of them are smiling, so they're just having fun at the moment. We're going to get into the next match. Best of 5. So certainly still a chance here for no balls.
Absolutely. Jump into a spectator slot and get ready for kickoff of game 2.
How do we reckon this is going to swing, Frankies?
Oh.
Is it going to swing? Is it going to be one-sided?
I'll wait until we see the kickoff, because that really does define the beginning of all games, and it's a really good early start here once again for Nordic Gaming. Trix downfield. Calstar now off the sidewall. Going to keep control. Good challenge from Master Jellybean. Looking for the 50-50 up against Cameron. Finds it past him. Looking for the pass. Doesn't find it through Cameron. Good defensive positioning there. Just muscled his way for the save.
Interesting to see Trix also work downfield and make a contention on the defensive side of the opposition. Really puts him out in place if he doesn't win the 50-50. But they managed to come away with it and they've got another opportunity.
And certainly Master Jellybean looks for the pass across to Trix. He is there, but Cameron, wise to the movements of no balls, is up in the air to contest that one and get it cleared out. Calstar now into the corner. Following it around nicely and not quite off the inside edge of the post, and the accidental own goal from Trix. Feels bad, man. To be fair, there's not a whole lot he could have done about this. It did come off the post awkwardly. He was just driving forward. And, you know, sometimes you just have to hold W to your divisor.
That's a feels bad man in chat. Is ouch. Absolutely ouchies. I don't know what you can do. Gausler's just trying some impossible moves and catches the defense out. Just going to have to get on with the game.
Cameron's found a nice ball into the corner here through the defense. They've given time for no balls to get back in position, though. So now Trix to Master Jellybean. Not quite.
They got him.
They're not going to reach it, and Master Jellybean picks up a free goal here, really.
Yeah, let's have a look at the aggression point. Calstar, I'm not sure if he's short a boost on this point. He's got plenty going back. He didn't need the 100, but he went wide when they'll bring that ball out from the corner down the corridor. Lost all the time, couldn't get back with his speed. He had to go. He had opportunity to go back a lot quicker, a lot earlier.
Absolutely. Well, you just saw it there. No balls are able to punish the mistake from Nordic Gaming, and they need to do that as much as they can, although Nordic Gaming haven't been making too many, so opportunities seem to be a little bit rare for no balls here. They are starting to develop more organically themselves, though.
Cowstar, when he had the movement of the ball going forward, Master Jelly being able to remove him off the wall as it comes back down. Cameron's got a chance, lets it go. Cowstar, good call. They come in and put the second in.
Now, unfortunately for no balls, they left the open net. Cameron, a bit of an interesting touch off the side wall, but it does roll all the way out through right in front of the box, and Cowstar sweeps through just to put it in the back of the net.
Both of the teams taking risks at the moment, Rankings.
Yeah, so yeah, defense could definitely be a little bit better because we've seen open nets on both sides quite often now. Cameron, Master Jellybean's there, gets a demo on him, but doesn't stop the ball from wrapping around. Trix almost punished by Cowstar. Trix does find it out in defense in the end, flips forward, doesn't quite find it past Cameron. Cameron ends up getting a touch to Jellybean. He's not able to connect, but Trix on the back of that, fresh on boost as well, looking for a pass out of the corner. Cowstar picks up the loose ball, looking for the flick maybe.
Oh.
Well, not quite. The 180 flick was almost a tornado flick. What do people? I think there's a few names for that. Almost was there.
I don't recognise the tornado. I don't think it's used that much. I suppose if you're going fancy and you've got a mechanical keyboard, you can bring that in. It's really hard to execute on the controller.
Cameron, good challenge there. Cowstar backing out. No Trix is going to beat him to it. Jellybean now over the top. Still pressure here from no balls. Cameron going to find a pass out to Cowstar. Send this one for left post. It goes a little bit wide and Trix with the clearance out. It looks like what's happening right now is Nordic Gaming are just, forcing the pressure onto no balls and waiting for an opening in the defense to be able to weave their way through.
Yeah, I think no balls, they're blocking a lot of the incoming forward pressure, but what's lacking is big clearances downfield where they can set the tone of the pressure as well.
Yep.
They bring that into their game. They certainly can get this drawn up and taken. That one's super close. Cowstar unable to make the opportunity.
Very important patience there from Trix. Cowstar was looking for a pinch off the post, so yeah, it's nerve-wracking stuff there, but it ends up paying off for him. Cowstar to Cameron. That's going to be a touch straight through to goal. Good angle on the shot here from Cameron.
Is it the Cameron show again?
I don't know. Is it? Let's take a look. Cowstar does have two.
He's got two.
Yeah.
Ain't Cameron show yet.
But Cameron does have more points. look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not huge, but it's 80 points.
He'll take it. He'll take anything to get the one up.
Absolutely. Trix. Master Jellybean has to retreat to defense. We'll pick up the save here. Cowstar not quite finding the goal through. Cameron down to Cowstar. Oh. He is there. 4-1 now. And what were we saying about the scores there? Five points ahead. Cowstar is in the lead by 5 points right now.
Trix caught on the rotation, probably going out too far. Cowstar just making sure that one went in. Probably could have left it, and it would have been one for Cameron. But now they're showing control like they did at the start of game one. And somehow this needs to be turned around. I don't know how that hasn't converted. It's gone posty. It's going again, and Trix makes the save.
I heard a very awkward noise from Cameron and Cowstar when trying to make that shot go in. But the save does end up coming through from Trix, although picked up now by Cowstar in midfield.
Oh, what a flick.
Over the top. Let's take a look at that from his perspective, Buzzer.
Oh, this is just some finesse coming through now. They've got the advantage in the lead, so they can start to do some moves. And Cowstar right away gets it on the side of the car and flicks. Doesn't allow any time for his opposition to make an adjustments to the car.
Very nice stuff there in the end from Cowstar. He is on the kickoff. Master Jellybean does win it, but lands awkwardly there. We'll just half flip out and get back into defense. No boost there for him, so it's going to be down to Trix, it seems, on that near post. Master Jellybean has got time to jump up and knock it into the opposite corner. Cowstar, bit of a pinch there, rolls all the way around. Oh, no.
Is he breaking the record? Because last week we had someone do...
Look at this.
Yeah, I know, it's an own goal. I'm just saying, are we going to get a broken record today where the defense own goals more than twice in the game?
We could do. I'm trying to remember who was it? Was it Fluke?
It was Fluke that did it last week.
Yeah. Well, to be fair to Trix, that was just it was a bit of an awkward angle as it rolled up the corner and then out of the ceiling. And he tried to get the read. The attacker was ready to follow it up, so he needed to do something. He didn't want to just waste time. This one's going back to Master Jellybean, and he's knocked it forward. Trix just hanging around the midfield, waiting for Cameron's hit. Calstar does come through before Trix can get a good read.
Yep.
Master Jellybean downfield now. Cameron, good defense on the backboard area. Not quite an open net, but Trix can set up a pass play here. Master Jellybean does rotate around. Cameron, good timing on that defensive tackle buzzer.
Jellybean, a nice little set. Probably for not the way he wants to do it in defense, but Calstar almost taking advantage of this. Looking for the 7-1, not going to be. It's 6-2. Master Jellybean, a nice little touch.
Rightio. So game one ended with the scoreline of 6-1. It is now 6-2. So there is improvements from no balls. Mind you, there's only 8 seconds left, so assuming the scores end like this.
I've already penned it in.
Yeah, okay, so you're pretty confident.
Yeah.
But this next game that's going to be coming up, not quite with the fake off. Trix almost found the goal, but Calstar was ready for it. And just waiting for it to touch the ground now.
OCE, keep you up.
Catches the curb. Calstar. Is he going to ruin your scoreline?
No, please don't.
No, he's not. Cameron can't keep it up. So there we go. 6-2 is the end result of game 2. No balls. They are down 2-0 now. Nordic Gaming on match point. Prime for the clean sweep, but no balls. There's still one chance, Bizer. It is best of 5. So they need 3 games back-to-back.
Tricky. It's very tricky for no balls right now.
Yeah.
The own goal by Trix, a little bit of pressure happening on the defense. Some of the rotation being called out where the ball's going over the top of the head. It's the same with Nordic. That happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
The conversion ratio, they're not getting much opportunity going forward, no balls. So I said earlier in the game, what they need to do is get some of those clearances downfield and cause a little bit more pressure on Nordic Gaming to be able to convert more on forward pressure. So.
Absolutely. Well, they had more defense in this game, well, better defense, I should say.
Yep.
But as you were saying, it seemed, obviously we're not in the players' minds, but it just seemed by watching it a little bit of a struggle to find those clears and then consistently follow it down the field. They can definitely work on that in game 3, and I'll tell you what, they definitely need to just to keep themselves alive.
5 goals, 9 shots for Calstar. Trying to rival out Cameron. I don't think he pimped him though.
Not
interesting
quite,
game 2.
quite.
Let's see what happens, unfolds in game number 3. Really, it's no balls that need to bring this back and get a reverse sweep going.
Absolutely. Well, jumping into game 3, it's definitely going to be a rough series here for no balls. And I'm questioning whether it's going to be possible for them to pull off the 3 games back to back. I still have hope. We shall see what happens. So far, it's been all 3 games, early offensive starts here for the boys on Nordic Gaming. Cameron and Calstar, they're very fluid with their pass plays as well, but often not needed because there's been a lack of assists throughout this entire series so far.
Well, opportunities is where it needs to happen for the boys of no balls. They've got a forward movement right now, but Calstar brings it off the backboard, and I suppose you have to move a little bit quicker than that, Rinkers.
Yeah, Cameron and Calstar off the backboard. Cameron's there. Calstar will beat him to it, though. Both players had really good angles for this shot, so it's pretty much going in no matter what. The defense needed to be true, and Master Jellybean, just a little bit of an awkward jump up.
A hard press read for Master Jellybean, needed to get up a little bit sooner and go direct to the ball. It just allows the pressure to be set early by Nordic Gaming. And the last 2 games, when they get that first goal in the first opening minute, they just stack them on.
Absolutely. No balls just need to make sure that they keep their momentum, maintain it when they're moving through defense to be able to get those clears out. Master Jellybean not quite going to find the goop past Cameron, but it was a close attempt. They need to keep this up, Pfizer. Get it back in the offensive half and work those pass plays again.
Is this going to be finals of pinch goals? Because I'm seeing a couple of them happening. We've got one so far, and opportunities for them. Trix able to beat Calstar off the side wall. Cameron will set it for backboard. Requires a second effort here. They can now get this counter going if they get downfield.
And Jellybean went for the mid boost instead of the ball, so Cameron temporarily delays things. And off the back of that, Calstar shadowing, wraps around, beats Trix to it, but Trix does get a second touch over the top of him. Looked like he was trying to get it off the tyres and then flip it down to Master Jellybean there, but didn't quite work out for him. Minute and a half expired, still no goal on the board for no balls, but they're consistently getting the ball down the field more. They're not spending a lot of time in the offensive half, but certainly more compared to previous games.
Calstar lets this go for now. Trix rolling it up off the side corner wall, if you will. Cameron brings it back. Master Jellybean past 1. Can't juke the second. Cameron able to get there in time. Tricks, just hold for a second. Allow his defense to get set in place before he makes a 50-50 move. That does happen. Calstar forward. And trying to work this angle here. Cameron, well, he pulls Tricks out of goal, but they're able to set back around and get the clearance here.
Yeah, Tricks gets the booming clear across the face of the net, and Master Jellybean, it looked like he was going to be able to follow it up, but once again, Calstar just there too fast.
Pressure came from Cameron very early on, going down forward. It's getting the Nobles out of place defensively and then forcing their save across goal where Calstar was waiting and ready.
All right, 2-0 now. Still over half of the time left here in game 3, but it is crunch time for no balls. They need something as soon as they can get it. A bit of a double commit there from Tricks and Jellybean, but it's not quite going to go severely punished here. Calstar off the backboard. Cameron doesn't quite get the read very close. Calstar will take it to the opposite corner. Wins a pinch there. Could even just take the goal himself. The flick past the ball doesn't work out. Cameron with a fake onto Tricks. 2v1 right now. And Jellybean holds stalwart strong in defense.
That's the old 2v1, you know, defender trumps all scenario. I loved what was going on coming out from the Nobles side. They need goals though right now.
Oh my goodness. Calstar.
Really?
What is this pinch?
Is it Cooksie a pinch?
I think it's off the ground.
No? Oh.
That needs to be clipped. I don't know if you guys can hear the
Calstar's
players
calling
on our
for
mic,
a clip.
But Calstar wants a clip, and that definitely needs to be clipped.
Yeah.
That was speedy.
I thought the pinch in the angle it came off the wall. I didn't see it off the floor, so...
Yeah, it was like it was a good catch off the floor right as it bounced.
Well, so much room on the field gives the opportunity to do some weird,
We
wacky
could
things.
see another one.
Calstar looking to bring that one in, but cleared. Marcy Jellybean doing some work. Calstar, well, what's he done? He's saved his own teammate.
Cameron just couldn't quite get the ball to go through Calstar's
It's 1v3
car.
at the moment.
Yeah, it was definitely worth trying. Look, you know, minute 40 thereabouts left on the clock, 3 goals required from no balls, and it's starting to get a little bit tougher in defense for them as well, as Calstar and Cameron are certainly turning up the heat. They're still making it forward, credit to them, Bizer.
Yeah, the demo resets are going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Trying to get that ball forward and cause scoreboard pressure. 3 goals up right now. I've said before, quick goals. I can't see it happening right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look very promising, but you know, we can hope for a miracle for the boys on no balls. Cameron, this one's going to be a little rollover, a little bit too high. Calstar, once again back the other way. Makes me wonder if the boys on Nordic Gaming are just trying to, you know, just waste time in the opposition half right now. You know, bleed that time away from the side of no balls.
What a
Tricks.
save! Duh! Well, Tricks, you got to say from this point, he worked extremely hard to make a save on that.
Yeah.
The flick comes out. Cameron can't convert because he hits the post bar as well. Calstar comes through and finishes it off. It's not working for no balls, is it?
No, Tricks just got very unlucky with how that ball bounced out of the corner. He was hoping that the touch might have been a little bit higher and it would have bounced out, but instead it just caught that corner so beautifully. But unfortunately, it was beautiful for Cameron and Calstar. They're not quite going to find another one there. Tricks gets the save off that crossbar. Very well played there, but less than 40 seconds in the game now, and it's 4-0 as the score line. It's not looking good. Cameron not quite finding that one through. Close attempts from Nordic Gaming. You know, just seconds away it feels like from 5-0. Calstar, nice play there around Tricks, but won't find it past Jellybean. Cameron will set it back to Calstar. He gives a little touch, and Jellybean will not be there in time to get the save. He does get a touch, but he was just too far away from the goal to be able to make a save outside of it.
They had the right idea with Tricks going upfield to take the boost. Cut back inside with that pass being one out, but he was too far up in the field, and the opposition player was able to cut off early, causing that turnover, because it was quick turnover out and then a turnover back, which, you know, has been the issue all series.
15 seconds left, 5-0. Cameron up in the air to defend here. Master Jellybean towards net. He goes for far post, but Calstar has enough speed to be able to make it there. Perhaps could have tried wrong footing in. Tricks towards net now. Far post, it's a little bit too wide. The demo does come out onto Calstar, and it catches 2 bounces in the curve. Master Jellybean trying to keep it up, but Cameron denies over the top, and Nordic Gaming, they get the 3-0 here.
Clean sweep.
Big stuff from the first seed boys.
Oofed. It's certainly putting them on the map going into the finals today. So it's single elimination, so they've booked themselves a spot So booked themselves a spot in the final.
Yep.
Unfortunately for no balls, that's it for them today. They'll take 4th place. Do we have 4th place decided?
We haven't decided.
We haven't decided that. We'll figure that out.
So what happened was, just a quick explanation. Yep. Fluke couldn't quite get here on time, so everything's been delayed. If there's time for a 3rd, 4th playoff, we might do that, but not necessarily. But that's the plan as it is. Of course, we are going to cut to a break right now, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around because we'll be back as soon as possible with the game 2 of the LAN, which will be formerly Yikes, now playing under Justice Esports. Taking on, I've had a complete mental blank. Who are they taking on, Buzzer?
That's the name I keep stuffing up.
Terraria Gamers. Yeah, as soon as you said that, it's jogged my memory. All right, stick around, chat. We'll be back.
wishing that you never called me late at night and told me what you know would help me though. Helped me understand you better, get me even closer while wanting to be with you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. Then you introduce me to her. She looks even better next to you. This can't be true. Hold me till I know I'm better. Breathe a little slower. Because of you, I'm seeing too. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you.
The world shakes for your sakes, your heaven's crashing down. The sheer weight of your heartache, it pins you to the ground. Trapped in these four walls, is this refuge or a cage? I can't make my mind up, but it feels so again. I'm trapped inside of me again. My mind, my own abyss. This refuge
everyone says I'll be fine. They're driving me insane.
Turns out you're just fans.
What you got to say about that, mate?
You know what? I'm about to say it. Say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. I'm freak. I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you.
You got to let her go.
I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you. I'm hooked on you.
and told me what you know would help me though. Helped me understand you better, get me even closer while wanting to be with you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. Then you introduce me to her. She looks even better next to you. This can't be true. Hold me till I know I'm better. Breathe a little slower. Because of you, I'm seeing too. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you. When I'm not your number one, I'm hoping that you know with someone else, with someone else. 'Cause I knew if I was with you, we'd be happy both together too, while loving you.
Welcome back to the 2v2 Great Era Tournament. We're heading into a second semi-final after a little bit of delay. So guys, we've got some action coming our way. I'm Bizer, this is Rankies. Tell us the next two teams are playing.
Well, Bizer up. Coming up, we've got Terraria Gamers and Justice Esports. You know, during our league play, obviously they played under Yikes.
Yep.
But they're even wearing the Justice Esports. I think they're hoodies.
Repping the gear.
So
repping the merch.
Second team to be repping some merch. Obviously, we had Nordic Gaming with their NG t-shirts.
Just put the hoods on too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure the camera will swap over to them at some point, so you guys will be able to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, if you aren't familiar with the players on Terraria Gamers, it is Outlast and Rothy.
Yep.
And on Justice Esports, it is Fluke and Smiths.
Yep, and this is going to be a pretty hot semi-final. We're obviously going into today's final. and the loser going into the third, fourth playoffs. So, you know, playing for the first, second, third prize pool. Look, we're a bit delayed on time.
Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties, but they're all lined out now.
We're going to jump into the server and get into the game. While these guys get sorted, I need a tip from you, Rankies. What are you? Where are you going? Yes, we have to Timper finals. Like, that's the way this goes down.
Oh, look, you know, Outlast is the season 1 air dribbler, but I'm a big fan of Smiths. So it's like I'm torn between the two of them again.
Yeah, okay.
I think I'm going to go with Justice Esports.
Well, I said to me, I thought Justice Esports would take it too, so I'm on their path as well.
Yeah.
Roughy Outlast, they did have a little shaky league play first week,
Yeah.
first and second week.
But
So
to point out, Outlast and Rothy did, they came in as second seeds, so they are above.
I know, just being an underdog.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with this.
Smiths, good hit forward, but Outlast will hit that one off the backboard. Fluke, slow ball towards net. Plenty of time for Rothy to get that one played out to the side. Fluke, knocked out of the
nice
way.
shot.
And you want to say that again, Barza? Nice shot. Yeah.
Oh my
Smiths.
goodness.
Outlast does get the save. Obviously, the players getting noisy as well. I wonder if they can, maybe chat can tell us. We'll have a look at chat afterwards, but chat, let us know if you can hear the ambient noise of the players, because they're definitely getting into the games right now.
Yeah, and banter as well. Interesting to see Justice Esports making a few moves going forward. Smith's almost.
Luke, not going to find that one over the top of Rothy.
God,
Smith,
good
this
cut.
is awkward. Outlast is just going for the boost and gets demoed for it. Fluke. Now Smiths off the sidewall. Rothy, good hit towards the backboard. Smiths will be here. Good pass forward to Fluke, intercepted by Outlast. And Smiths, not much he can do about that.
Oh, that's a hard one to take in. So Smiths gets a pass out. Fluke thinking, his forward line's all clear. He's probably not looking down the line, looking to the side of the ball. Doesn't see Outlast cut off. You got to keep in mind, Outlast got demoed as well. So he had a reset at the back. He was always going to hit that at full pace coming from the back line. So they just need to keep that in mind when they do get the demolitions.
Good bounce off the curb, but it'll be Smiths off the backboard for the clearance though. Rothy sends it back to where the ball came from. And a lot of that back and forth in this game so far. Rothy towards net.
Oh!
Good touch from Fluke, but it's not sent it away. Outlast will put it towards net, but Smiths has recovered in time for the save. Now that corner boost. Short touch forward. Keeps up with the ball. Rothy, the 50 goes out to Luke. Sorry, Fluke. What am I saying, Buzzer? Towards net now, but Outlast does get the save.
I think Luke is his first name, so...
It could be.
Yeah, you're right.
Rothy, good clearance off the backboard. So, first 2 minutes gone. Still a close game so far, but obviously that first goal that Outlast really didn't have to put too much work in for. Is definitely paying off for them. The flip reset almost comes out. Dangerous play in defense, but they do get it out.
It's getting fancy. Outlast going again for the double. What a shot coming out from Outlast.
I love how during that entire play, all Rothy did was just sit there and go, yes, 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 yes! And Outlast just bangs the goal into that top right corner.
Oh, the Sunnies are out. He's got the Sunnies out. He's styling all over this. What a character. We're getting to halfway right now. 2-goal lead coming here for Terraria Gamers. And looking for the third here. Rothy won't be able to bring that down. Right now, Justice Esports need to pull out a couple sneaky moves.
The other players are yelling over the top of the monitors to each other. But this is probably the best LAN match to ever be played in the history of Rocket League.
Yep.
Rothy towards net. Fluke will get the save. Keeps up with it, but gets demoed for his efforts. Smith to chip forward. Plenty of time for this one. It's a nice little pop-up. Forces a save out from Rothy. His backboard.
It's a good move by Fluke not to go at that.
Yeah, good patience. Yeah, Outlast to chip around Fluke. It's again plenty of time for him. The dribble forward.
Oh, he's lost it.
Smith gets his wish, and Outlast doesn't do him like that. And now Fluke.
Oh, the double.
Oh. And Smith is going to go towards net. Fluke will get the finisher.
You can see the double commit, and they instantly know they're in trouble. Oh, jeez. The Fluke downfield just to make sure, because that looked like it wasn't going in either.
Yep. There is a lot of hype right now between the players. Still a close game, 2-1. Still in favour of Terraria Gamers. Fluke off the sidewall. Last good save. Rothy is there in the corner. A little bit out of position, but he corrects it. Now moving for that corner boost. Outlast pulling Smith out of the way. Rothy comes through now. Good dribble control. Flick, but not past Smith. He does get the intercept. Fluke comes through with the demo, and Smith just has to get back in defense now. As Outlast towards net. It was a great touch, Buzzer, but Smith did get the save.
Yeah, Smiths and Fluke right now. It's definitely picked up from last week. You couldn't tell this is the same game style they played against these guys last week. So let's see if we can get this equalised in the last minute.
It was a close one we just saw from Justice Esports. Didn't quite hit the bottom side of the crossbar. Rothy just trying to back out now. Outlast has time, but hesitates, and Smith will go. Outlast in defense. Rothy leaving the boost for Outlast. Very kind gamer there. Now Outlast with the dribble. Doesn't get the flick over top of Smiths.
Good
It's
win here,
towards net.
Smiths.
Rothy.
Oh.
He needs the save. He does get it. Smiths isn't able to force a 50 towards Fluke. It goes in Outlast's favour. That second touch is not going to help him out, though, as Fluke will come through off the backboard. Rothy not
he's
keeping up
left
with
that.
it. Fluke looking to get the bump on Outlast. Outlast just jumps over the top of him, goes for the save.
No,
Fluke
what's
is not
going
there
on?
for the touch. He needs to win this 50-50. It has worked out. Rothy's there in the defence corner, though, with possession still. And Outlast to chip out. So very tense moments and less than 30 seconds left. We're coming down to 20 seconds now, and it could be. It might be no. Fluke does get the save.
Wait, this is a counter coming downfield. If Rothy can't move this one back past the defence, which he has, and Fluke's picked it up. Fluke going underneath. Puts it in. He ties up the game when 10 seconds
Smith
left.
is on his legs. The chair is gone, and with 10 seconds left, it is
what
two
a
apiece.
bump.
What a bump onto Outlast from
What a
Smith.
team play.
And the fact that Rothy was so close to winning the 50, but Fluke just managed to slide it by him. So close, 10 seconds left. It does look like we could be going to overtime.
It feels like we have a grand final match here right now. With
This is only a semi.
Yeah, I know.
Fluke has kept it up. He's reaching it, not quite. So close. He would have had the boost and everything.
Yeah.
So close from Justice Esports here, from pulling off like a sort of like an in-game reverse sweep, if you could call it that. They almost brought it back, but they have managed overtime. Fluke is well out of position now, and Outlast with the flick forward. Rothy was so close.
play
but
by
Smiths. Great positioning from Smiths there, Bizer.
Yeah.
This is tense.
Certainly is Fluke right now to bring this one out of the back line. Has to go for the second. Rothy with speed. Smiths. Oh, he's left it. Rothy hasn't gone for it. And this is Outlast to fake it. And it gets played just with the 50-50 perfectly. Justice Esports holding on defense.
Fluke, that might go all the way. No, it's not on target. It's wide. Fluke, I tell you, I hope chat can hear the players right now, because they're absolutely popping off.
Yeah.
Smiths is going to turn down on this one. It's towards net. It's a very slow ball, so Rothy can get an easy save. Off the side ball now. Fluke, good challenge. Outlast is pretty close to this one, so Smith will back up in defence. He opts for the pass to Rothy. Rothy bails out. That first jump just wasn't there for him, so a good...
A bit too much on it too.
Yeah, it was a good decision to bail out of that one.
Fluke downfield right now. A minute into overtime. Justice Esports trying to mount an attack here. Smiths just gonna leave it for a quick second as Rothy sends it sidewall. Smiths now sends it back. Outlast holding it. Second play looking good past Fluke. Now it's a potential 1v1, and he's a star for these opportunities.
Rothy.
At the block, and Rothy in the right position, the right time, scores the overtime goal. And it's Terraria Gamers taking the first game.
Look at the way that Outlast plays that. Just hits it off the right side of his car and forces it so that Smith's, the angle he has, he can't get it clear into the corner. It has to go straight out. And with Rothy's positioning and Fluke being too far out, there's no way they're going to be able to defend against that. So well played to Rothy with the positioning there.
I'll tell you what, the banter in here is fresh between these two teams.
Yep.
And the atmosphere, it's electric right now.
Well, I mean, take a look at the stats there real quick,
Yeah.
Bizer.
Yeah.
8 shots for Outlast and 4 for Rothy, 6 for Smiths and 2 for Fluke. So not a huge difference. There's still, a good amount of shots coming out from Justice Esports.
Yep.
Saves across the board very similar as well. This was a close game by all accounts, and that overtime go close to a minute and a half, I think.
So what, Fluke Smiths, they were down by 2, and they started to bring that back through the midway point of the game, and then that last 10-second goal. Certainly a threat today in the game. Last week when we saw on League Play, didn't see this type of output from them, so definitely picked it up.
Absolutely. Well, heading into game 2, I'm not sure much needs to be changed by these players. As I said, it was a close game. I'm wondering if we're going to see a game 5 here, Bizer.
It's potential. It's honest potential between these two, and if you had to pick a game 5, this would be it. Like I said, it's almost the grand final in itself.
Yep.
But the team going to take on a game, it's going to be even a harder game.
Yeah, we will end up with a great grand final. So it's going to be a great watch, certainly. Justice Esports, they're definitely not out of this. They're very capable of bringing it back mentally in terms of the mindset of the game. Outlast and Rothy, it's up to them to keep up the pressure, Bizer.
Yep, we're waiting for the players to join. I think we may have a technical issue somewhere. Not sure.
No?
Not 100% sure.
Well, whenever the players are ready, I guess they're being told.
Yep, cool.
And here we go. We're jumping in. Almost a delay there, Barza, but we can't do. We are running behind schedule as it is.
We're gonna be quick.
We're trying to get these games done.
Just quick bang straight into it.
Yeah. So before this series, I think it was Rothy said, "Are you 3-0, please?" But I don't think
That's
Justice
just the banter those
Esports.
two are doing right now.
I don't think Justice Esports are too keen for it. Fluke not going to find that through Rothy. Now Smith doesn't get the boost, but has possession. Little back pass to Fluke. Chip up onto the sidewall. Outlast. Free backboard here. Doesn't connect, but Rothy will. Shoots for top right, high and wide. Smith's in the back of the net for now. Outlast now. The ceiling reset.
Oh, no.
He wanted that jump reset bad, and it kind of threw him off. Smith's good save out, and Fluke for the clearance downfield. There's a lot of offensive pressure from the side of Terraria Gamers early in game 2.
Yeah, and there's some counters starting to come into place as well here for Justice. They just need to sort of get the boost levels down off the rotation and just hold it in for a little bit, and then they'll be able to get a conversion off the goal.
Smith taps it down to Outlast. Not exactly what he wanted to do, but not a whole lot of options for him. Fluke, Smith bumps him out of the way. Fluke will go for boost. Smith over the top of Rothy. Just Outlast to beat.
Whoa.
Looks for the pass and the demo, and he
move.
gets it. That's great stuff there, Barza. Catches it in the corner, pass, then demo.
Right then and there, I'm cheering for Justice. I'm not. That is a brilliant move. You've beaten one, you've controlled the ball back off the wall, and then you just let it go on its course and use the speed of your car to take out the goalie. It's perfect in a 2v2 match.
Absolutely. Great play there from Smiths. Fluke. This is an open net. Rothy will not make it back in time. It goes all the way. And I'll tell you what, Outlast and Rothy aren't too happy about that one. But again, it's still possible to bring it back.
They're laughing their faces off.
Well, that's not the face I saw. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
They're definitely having fun though. These two teams here with the banter across the top of the monitors.
You should really put them closer, like monitor to monitor. They'll probably start slapping each other.
Like in a LAN cafe, where the center aisles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they reach across the top of the monitor. Smith, what a save off the back of Rothy. Shot Outlast, doesn't quite find the angle. Finds that post instead. Rothy doesn't find it again. 3 chances. Not easy chances, granted, but still 3 chances gone missing. Outlast now. Fluke up in the air to challenge. Smith's being bumped away by Outlast. And backs off, wants this touch. High off the backboard, beautifully down for Rothy. What a play. Look at this pass from Outlast.
For the fact that he was deliberately going for the corner here to get the height and get a waterfall down. It's not exactly a waterfall, but the angle straight down for his teammate to go for it. They were calling it, they were talking it, and they executed it perfectly.
Yeah. It was great to see that Rothy was ready for it straight away. They've won the kickoff as well. Smiths will take it backwards and pick up that fresh boost. It's a banger off the sidewall downfield. Outlast. Patient plays in the corner here. Smith trying to bump him out of the way. Will catch a pass. If anything, to Fluke. Rothy goes for the 50. Absolutely had to. Smiths. Not quite an open net, so no point in taking the shot there. He will go for the backboard. Not going to get the W or boost out. He actually gets a bump on Outlast, but Rothy did beat Fluke to the ball. And then Fluke got the demo on him. But that bump from Smith on Outlast, that would have been beautiful if it worked out. Now it goes the other way. Outlast with the demo onto Smith. And Smith will get there in time. Rothy and Outlast, they're trying to weave their way through the defense, and they're getting very close.
Tua, every time this ball is contested in the air, a high air contest, this is exciting to see what Outlast, Rothy, in fact, all the players can do. And just looking at Outlast, he's taking the ball to the bottom 90 right side, but he's juked the defense right here.
Season 1 air dribble, Smith. How is it undefendable? The players.
We don't need to commentate anymore. They're doing a colour for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just focus on the play-by-play, Barza. Oh, Rothy! Take a look at this. Off the kickoff as well, wins it heavily. Smith, it was so close. It went just over the top of the nose of his car. Feels bad, man, in chat.
Well, Justice Esports coughing up a 2-0 lead at the halfway point of the game. A complete comeback right now.
Well, we're now at the scoreline that Game 1 ended at in overtime. There's still 2 minutes left here in Game 2. Still time. Fluke straight over the top. Calling out, nice shot there. Rothy will now take it into the corner and off the side wall. Gets a pass through the midfield to Outlast. They're both backing off for side boosts.
Who needs an in-game chat when you've got Lamb?
Exactly, yeah. The players just shout. Rothy. It's so hard not to laugh at the banter these players are throwing across the top of the bottles. We've got to stay professional. Outlast
He's gone
really
again.
Find another one. No, Smith. That is defendable, and he does get the save. Rothy looking for a touch. Gets a deft touch there, Bizer. But it wasn't, you know, enough to get it backwards out to Outlast. Instead, Outlast will go backwards to Rothy. He'll go for the bottom of the net where Smith is. He does get the save. Good save from Fluke, but the recovery from Rothy. Oh, well, 4-2.
I'm blown away by this because we had the first opportunity from Rothy. Smith had to save. Then Fluke gets up, makes the contest, so Outlast can't play. But Rothy recovery, it's the last piece of the puzzle for the boys.
Smith covered that near post, but he was just, you know, he wasn't going to be able to reach the save from there, unfortunately for him. It was definitely well played from Outlast and Rothy.
Oh, he's used it too early.
Yeah, he did use it too early. It did go backboard, but Outlast is there for the save. And now off the side wall, it is an open net, and it will be 5-2.
Can we get Fluke's perspective? I want to see where he was. He's made a contest early, and Smith's is already...
He was too far deep.
Too much aggression coming forward, but they need to, because they're that far down in goals. They need to make this game. They have to be aggressive as well.
Well, we'll see what happens again. Still recoverable, but it is only a minute time, and they need 3 goals to Justice Esports, of course. We have to bring this one back to at least an overtime. Smiths and Fluke. Downfield, Rothy into the corner. The big clear, Smiths. They're trading bangers now, Barza. Again, like I said, it's hard to keep composure. Barza is losing it a little bit, but I'm hanging on. I'm trying to carry it. Fluke wins the 50.
He's got this.
Bounce in. Outlast is there. Fluke has to force another 50, but won't find an angle for the shot through. Smith's on the rotation out, doesn't catch it out of the corner. Fluke backs up, and Rothy's completely missed. Fluke, he had to capitalise on that one, and he didn't.
That's twice now. That's twice Rothy's done a...
And the demo!
It's twice now Rothy's made a move in Game 1 and Game 2, where Fluke could have made the play and got the counter goal coming from it as well. Well, time's going to be of an essence. It's not going to go in their favour, and Rothy's going to get past the gate here and put it in top left.
Well, I'll tell you what, earlier on, Fluke just gave too much respect to Rothy to get the hit. Rothy never ended up getting the touch earlier on, but he does recover as soon as they're in offense, and he ends up finding a nice goal, assisted, of course, by Outlast, into that top left corner. 9 seconds remaining, and it's a 4-goal deficit. We will not see a recovery here. In fact, we are going to be going into Game 3, once again, seeing the boys on the side of Terraria Gamers on match point.
Oh, right. For a moment, we're going to take a breather. Going to assess what's going on. We've got some mad gamers in-house right now.
Absolutely. I do like the golf
crazy.
clap. The golf clap with the good games across the top of the monitors to each other.
Always encouraged. I tell you what, the style from Outlast and Rothy, they're on a whole nother level right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a rough game for Justice Esports. It started out great, but as it progressed, Terraria Gamers just started to get too much of a foothold, and they were able to just mount and extend that lead. But as you said earlier on, Justice, they had a 2-0 start, and something just went wrong for them. Hopefully they're able to figure out what went wrong in that game and bring it back in Game 3, but very reminiscent of Series 1, we are now going into a match point playoff.
There was a passage of play, which I spoke to you when we were breaking it down, how it was the move from Rothy causing that first part, the save from Smiths with the drop down. Fluke challenged that 50-50, blocks another incoming goal, and then the reset that came out from Rothy. It's just the recovery rate that we're seeing from Terraria Gamers that are giving them an advantage right now.
Very strong defense. Look, there was only 1 save on the board for them. I think it was for Outlast, but you know, there were a lot of saves that Terraria Gamers made that weren't necessarily counted by the game. So it's very misleading, the stats sometimes, Bizer. But I'll tell you what, we're going to start talking about it. Do we think Justice Esports is capable of bringing this back? 3 games back-to-back, they need.
Like we said, they had that early lead. They let it go halfway through. Can't give any sort of momentum to Outlast and Rothy. If they can hold it and potentially go 3-0 to the halfway point, they could hold on from there and start the reverse sweep. But yeah, they're in the same position as Nobles were.
Up against Nordic Gaming, so it is up to Justice Esports to figure out what went wrong in that game and be able to correct it as we head into the kickoff of Game 3. This could be the last game of the series. And I'll tell you what, that'll certainly be disappointing because this has been the most entertaining series.
Yeah, I want
ever
a
casted
Game
of
5
Rocket
out of
League, I
this.
think.
It's been great.
Yeah, Outlast wraps around on that one nicely. It'll go to Smiths. He'll throw this one downfield. It's going to be a bit high. Rothy's there for the backboard clear. Fluke. Once again, the banter kicking off between the players. Fluke has had a bit of a whiff there. Smiths wraps around. Going to force a backboard clear from Rothy here. Smiths. High ball forward. And goes for the demo on Outlast, but not quite. Outlast particularly good at avoiding the demos this series so far.
They're crosswise as well, Outlast and Rothy, over the boost in corners. You can hear him argue over it.
Yeah, don't take my boost.
Yeah, don't take my boost. It's comedical right now, but it might be an entry here for Justice Esports.
I'll tell you what, these players are having fun at this land, and I think that's the most important thing here, Blazer. So there we go, Fluke, not quite. 50-50 goes straight down. You want it towards net. Rothy now, chip up and follow. Outlast is there, we'll whack it into the corner.
I don't think that was planned.
No, it was interrupting the play of Rothy there, and I don't know exactly what the plan was. But as you said, it might not have been planned at all. Smith, that's not gone well. Rothy will find it into the back of the net. This is just an unfortunate clearance initially from Smiths here.
Yeah, so Smiths and Fluke have both gone at this, which puts them too wide, and Smiths has got the best recovery here, but Rothy are already, with the quick speed that comes from these two, you can't give them an opportunity like that.
Yeah, you can just see the way that Smith's, the ball's right in front of him. He flipped out a little bit too early, just to clear along the ground. Unfortunate stuff, not the best start they could have hoped for, but still plenty of time to bring it back. Although Rothy looking for one off the crossbar. He had a couple shots on goal there apparently, but that was a very tough ball to make go in the back of the net. Outlast, it's not quite going to go in. Smiths playing the patient game with the 50 as he dribbles right in front of his net up against Rothy. Lands into it, but Outlast is there. Outlast a touch towards the sidewall pitch, up the sidewall, and then jumps off. Rothy's already there though.
This is a good team.
Outlast is wrapped around, but he will never be there in time as Fluke's already down the field with the ball. And now Fluke looking for a pass. Smiths is there. Fluke backs up. And Outlast comes off better with the fake aerial at each other, if you want to call it that. Rothy will go towards the backboard, and Smith's looking for the clearance out. So a ton of back and forth all of a sudden, Blazer, and a demo as well.
Well, Rothy was trying to flip for supersonic speed to get the demo and Fluke going downfield. It hasn't worked. Smiths has given an easy 1-8 out to Outlast.
Look, Outlast has got to have some of the best celebrations in Rocket League, Blazer.
Yeah, we need to get him off to Gfinity.
Instead of putting the sunglasses on, he's just rotated the headband of his headphones down into the front of his eyes.
And he's still playing.
He's looking under the headband of the headphones. Can we get a camera angle on Outlast real quick? Because people at home need to see how Outlast is playing right now.
I don't think we're going to get it, but it's halfway down game number 3, and this is epic at the moment. Justice Esports, they need to bring this back. Fluke is carried on the top of the nose, and Rothy will send it wide. You're right, mate. You're losing it this time.
Outlast has still got his headband on. I just heard someone yell epic gaming. He's not going to score it, though. Fluke does get the clearance out. Fluke, the backboard, quite. Outlast, well, he's missed that, but the advantage of that is he flipped himself into the boost.
I wonder how much screen he can see, eh?
I don't know, but I haven't received confirmation from production if the stream has seen the way Outlast is playing right now. But
I don't think they're going to encourage it.
They need to, though. They need to. For the sake of the memes.
For the defense right now, brings it out. Fluke coming upfield. Smiths. The flick over the top. Outlast sees it, so I got a feeling he can see a lot. He's fixed it. He's fixed it now. All right, we're good.
Apparently Smith was being bullied there, I think. He does get a boost steal though. Fluke up to challenge the Outlast as Rothy slips back in defense. Smith will force a save out from Rothy. Gives it right back down to Smiths. And it's the open net. 2-1.
Well, it's the first defensive error we've seen as well.
Yeah. You don't want to see them, but sometimes they happen. And the important thing for Justice Esports is they capitalised and they've got their first goal of the game. Minute 19 only remaining in the game, though. Just a 1-goal deficit, so still time to bring this back. And with a touch like that, it could set him up nicely for something.
Outlast has gone serious. The headset's back on the head. So he doesn't want to let this go. He's got the ball right now. He's going to be challenged as a sent wide. Fluke. What can he move? work from here. You know, he sent a lot of ball back to his opposition, but they haven't been able to counter from that point.
Outlast off the backboard. Rothy's there, but not far back enough to be able to get a shot on. Outlast. Smith looking for the demo. Chases Outlast off the ball. Unfortunately, misses on his attempt to get a flick. Oh, sorry, not a flick, but a flip into the ball to get a sidewall pass to Fluke. They've ended up back in defense now, and Rothy not quite over the top of Smiths. Once again, the banter still kicking off, Biza. And 30 seconds left, still this 1-goal deficit, still opportunities for Justice Esports, and this is looking good. It bounces down. Outlast has sent it high. Rothy's out of position. Smith has to go backboard again.
He doesn't have the
boost for the double. Rothy does. Sorry, Fluke over the top, and poor old Rothy and Outlast. Rothy rotated around, but he just wasn't going to reach the save in time.
So Outlast was playing for Smith's second touch.
Yep.
Got to say, he didn't have full boost, and in the way he's ever coming down, he'd never had the full boost to stay up. Yep. So Outlast got played at the moment, and Rothy, hard to read where Fluke's coming from. And that one very quickly for Rothy to counter. We're going to get overtime, I reckon.
They had the right idea in defense back there. Rothy did slip all the way around. He just didn't have enough boost and time to double jump up for the save. But right now we could be seeing a last second goal, sorry. It's up against the backboard. Smith wants it down on the ground. Outlast. He doesn't want overtime. He's confident. Rothy's there. Never mind. They're leaving it on the ground.
Yep. Get a kick off. Get it going your way. Justice Esports to bring back a reverse sweep. Or we see Terrari gamers take it out in 3.
Good touch towards backboard from Outlast. Rothy's there, but Smith's good 50 for the save. Not quite beating Outlast to it. Fluke, 2v1. Needs a good clearance. He has got it out to the sidewall. Outlast. Good read on that bounce off the curb. That would have thrown almost anyone off. And Rothy stalemates it in the goal box. He has it to himself in the corner now. Smith does find it around him, but Outlast is there. Off the ceiling.
Don't give him this opportunity.
Looking for it. The flip reset possible, but no, not quite. Did land underneath the ball, but not exactly where he wanted it.
Smith's
good save.
Smith's had no boost left, and they put it down to him to save. That should have been a goal.
Yep, should have been. Smith. Rothy with a save. Fluke comes through. And then cleared out by Outlast this time. Smith, good read from Outlast. Fluke. The players are yelling at each other once again as we reach that 1 minute of overtime. Smith up against Rothy, doesn't find it. Good challenge from Rothy, and now Outlast towards the sidewall. This is a tense overtime, just like
Outlast didn't pick up the 100 boost, so he didn't go for the full ball move. Fluke, a lot of power. Outlast just catches it back, and they're focusing on defense. Rothy, though, just holding it. They're backing themselves in here.
All of a sudden, the pace of the game has really slowed down, and that could hamper Justice Esports. As Outlast and Rothy are in offense. Almost. That was close from Outlast, but he does recover and throws it out to the opposite sidewall. Fluke and Smith. Good position here from the 12. Smith is backed up. Outlast 1v1 up against Smith. Smith, he's hesitated, and Outlast does punish. Take a look at this from Smith's perspective. You can see the hesitation right there. Backs up and then a little bit too far to the right, and then he turns back in left.
It's given him too much time.
Yeah,
too much time to make the move. If you're shadowing, you never turn unless you're going to make a jump. He turned, and then he hesitated and had to turn again.
He backed off the opposite way.
He backed off, and that was the big mistake in that point on trying to make that save.
Yeah.
What a series, though. Yes, it's 3-0, but Justice Esports definitely put up a game.
Absolutely. Close games all throughout this series. You know, unfortunate that it is a 3-0, but it's still a nice series to watch, Biza.
Well, we're going to get into the third v4th, and it's going to be No Balls taking on Justice Esports. We're going to take a quick break because we're behind on time.
Got to wrap
We'll see you right after this.
Wishing that you never called me late at night and told me what you know would help me though. Helped me understand you better, get me even closer while wanting to be with you. When I'm
6, your heaven's crashing down. The sheer weight of your heartache, it pins you to the ground. Trapped in these four walls, is this refuge or a cage? I can't make my mind up, why do I feel so again? I'm trapped inside of me again, my mind, my own abyss. This vacuous cocoon of mine is pointless to resist. Just let me fall away. Let me slip into empty space. I feel so numb, yet I feel my whole body ache. Just let me fall away. I'll be gone before I wake.
Tangled in thoughts of desolation, walking through the flames, gasping for air in desperation, ignited by the blaze. The smoke fills up my lungs, surrounds me everywhere, starving me of oxygen. It echoes through the air. Demons hide behind my smile, they celebrate my pain. Everyone says I'll be fine, they're driving me insane. Just let me fall away. Let me slip into empty space. I feel so numb, yet I feel my whole body ache. Just let me fall away. I'll be gone before I
Savage. Wrecked. Savage. Wrecked. Savage. Wrecked.
out, you just spam. What you got to say about that, mate? You know what? I'm about to say it. Say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the SAE studios, where we have the final of the day. I'm Bizer, this is Rankies. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the third, fourth game played here. But
Just not enough time.
Not enough time, but we will get that sorted out online to find out who gets $25 for third place. But we have first and second to be decided in this best of 7.
Absolutely, and of course the prize split was, I believe it's 70% or 60% for first?
60, 30, 10.
Okay, so that means
So
it's
$150,
$75.
$150 for the winner,
Yeah,
and
so
75 for
$75
second.
each.
Yep.
And then, I'm bad at maths, whatever half of 75 is. It's good. Oh yeah, that's what you were saying, like they're going to be fighting over 50 cents.
37.5.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting over 50
There you
cents.
go.
So. But yeah, as soon as the players are ready, we are pretty much just going to jump into this one straight away because we are limited by time.
And like always, Rankies, to put you on the spot, you need to give me a winner.
Oh, I need a pick again.
Yep.
Well, look, I went against Terraria Gamers.
You feeling they've got it?
And they're pretty warmed up. Nordic Gaming, they've had to have a break, and I don't believe there's computers here that in their break they can practice on to keep themselves warm. So I'm going to go with Outlast and Rothy, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what, the banter is non-existent right now. It was banter central in the last game, but this one we're seeing Cameron and Calstar very serious. Mate, I think they might take this. They beat him in league play. They could probably do it in finals.
Nordic Gaming?
Yeah. Nordic Gaming.
Well, I mean, they did come through as first seed, so, you know, I'm not at all expecting this to be an easy series for either team, in fact. We'll see what happens. Of course, Grand Final is a best of 7. So much more time for the players. They can afford to lose a game comfortably, I would say. They don't want to, though. Outlast, the challenge being Calstar, doesn't go his way. Rothy back in defense. Up against Cameron, almost finds top right. Catches the post. The crossbar, I should say. Rothy now looks for Outlast infield. Off the backboard, Rothy's backed up. Would like to have seen him turn in on that and challenge Calstar. He will receive on the sideball. Again, they don't want to get overly aggressive too early, perhaps, Bizer.
Yeah, very serious right now. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Interesting, because the first game, best of 7, you do want to get that victory. So they're keeping it tight.
Yeah. Calstar, tiny back pass to Cameron there. He'll chip up over the top of Outlast, but Rothy's there. Sends it back down to the halfway line. Cameron, good pass to set up Calstar, but Outlast interrupted him, got in his way nicely. Rothy now off the sidewall. Calstar up early, looking for the backboard. It's coming down to him. Doesn't get a pinch out to the goal box, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, as Cameron could not have been there to get the shot through.
Very important, Calstar's second move on that point, as they get a chance here for the backboard tower again. They're going to continue the pressure. Outlast. Rothy should finish, and just cleared by Calstar. The point I was making a little earlier, Calstar made that 50-50 that allowed Cameron to get back defensively.
Outlast safely clears across the face of his own net. Off the sidewall now, a bit of an air drag, bringing it down nicely. Won't find it over the top of Calstar, and Cameron had slotted in nicely behind Calstar as well. So very difficult for Outlast to beat the 2 players in defense there. But back in defense himself, I'll tell you what, very fast on the field is Outlast, Bizer.
He loves coming off the ceiling to fall. He just falls faster than any other player I know. Certainly a lot of mechanical skill.
Cameron not going to find that one past him,
Oh,
and
they're not
Rothy
home.
has set that one through home. And first goal does go to Terraria Gamers. Little bit over half the game remaining, 1-0.
Yeah, so Cameron committed on the 50-50 to try and allow Calstar to get back, but 50-50 pinched right through to the middle of the ground where the opposition was waiting for us. So it's just unlucky where it ended up. I was hoping it would go up in the air or off the wall, at least.
Well, this kickoff has gone the way of Nordic Gaming. Cameron runs this one forward, but instantly returned by Outlast into an empty net. That's well, you wanted the banter.
What was said was nice one, CalStar, and
Yeah.
the CalStar said it wasn't me, it was Cameron.
Yeah. You got to throw the blame, regardless of whether it's
And
true
never
or
blame yourself, blame others.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Making a CalStar off the backboard. Rothy's there, does get a save, but Cameron's there also, and he will get a... Was this a pinch? It certainly went in fast. 153 kilometres per... That's the fastest goal we've seen throughout this entire league.
Yeah, he's pinched it off our last.
Yeah.
It's come off his nose.
Thought so.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there's a banger of a goal.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to beat that. That's probably the fastest goal we'll see in the league. Play the fake off. Cameron gets the save, obviously.
That's not... Okay, Cameron, let's see what he can do from here. Oh, shoots it on target, outlast. Well, a save for him, but
yeah,
could have gone wrong.
Rothy's copped a demo from Cameron. Reaches for the save, he does get it. Pressure on boost as well. Rothy wins the 50. CalStar's there to back up Cameron. Outlast, throws it midfield, no one's there, but CalStar to receive in defence. Rothy over the top of CalStar. Cameron now off the backboard, needs a clearance. It's not going well. Outlast is there. He'll go for the backboard. CalStar looks for the challenge, does hit it over the top of him. Very smart playing defence from CalStar.
Interesting to see right now, Nordic Gaming aren't winning the 1v1 battles against the Aero Gamers, but they're able to counter defence a lot stronger and hold off any forward attack coming from them.
And their rotations in defence haven't been 100% on point, but they're pretty good so far.
Yep.
All right, now off the backboard, Outlast. Cameron had the goal covered. Outlast didn't end up being able to take the shot. CalStar across over the top of the goal. Stolen, but Outlast does get demoed for his efforts. CalStar wanted that boost. Now he gets the back pass to Cameron. Towards net, but two players there. Outlast with the save instead of Rothy. Rothy is out of position, but he will recover in time. CalStar wouldn't be able to wrap around in time. So less than a minute now, one goal in it. Outlast and Rothy, they're going to make it 2 goals difference. 3-1 with 50 seconds remaining.
I wonder what's happening with the defence here. CalStar's been bopped out of the way, so it's very hard to get him back here. Outlast, right at that point. Didn't see it, but he's moved Cameron off his line from making a save. And it's just a slight bump.
Yep.
And it does the job. So 2-goal lead right now, 50 seconds remaining. Let's say this first game's theirs.
Those sort of bumps can be very difficult to recover from. Rothy double jumping over the top of Outlast so he doesn't get his way. Outlast almost finding it, but not quite. CalStar up the side wall. They need this goal right now to give themselves a better chance, and they're going to find it. Drops in front of Cameron, and he'll send it home into the bottom right corner.
I hope it's not Caster's curse kicking in, but this is a really good move coming down from CalStar. And you got to finish it off. I know that's bouncing, but Cameron's just denying any easy defense move.
Make sure it goes in. This is the grand final.
Yep.
It's single elimination. They need to make sure that these goals go in. It doesn't matter who scores it. CalStar. It's going to go wide. Rothy. Cameron across to far post. Outlast is there. It's forced a save out of him. CalStar will get the pass across to Cameron. Good save from Outlast. Good positioning in defense there, Bozza.
Yeah, he's half flipped back for it. Got the speed. And what would have been a certain goal for CalStar because he was in the right position, denied.
Close again from CalStar. Cameron.
Oh, they're full commit right now.
But they're hanging on in defense, just seconds left. Cameron, CalStar, it's pinched out the wrong way for them. Outlast will just let it hit the ground, and Terraria Gamers, they pick up the game.
Well, tell you what, it is an interesting battle right now between these two. Very quiet at the start in terms of banter. Well, we're taking banter into fact now, chat. We're doing it.
There was a bit of it in that game, so it wasn't too loud, though. Not as loud as the last series, certainly.
But tell you what, Outlast and Rothy, they're a little bit more measured in approach with this game. They weren't so fancy.
Yeah.
They really wanted to check out what CalStar and Cameron were doing, and even gave them an opportunity to bring back into that game and almost win it.
It was very similar in terms of shots there. Total of 9 for Terraria Gamers and total of 10 for Nordic Gaming. Overall, once again, we've had some close games tonight, and game 1 for this series certainly setting the pace.
Yep.
But game 2, like I said, I'm expecting, I would hope that this series goes to game number 7. Hopefully that doesn't eat up too much of our time, but it's certainly capable of going there.
Yeah, we've had best of 5s all day. Final being a best of 7. There's a couple extra games the players are going to have to try and work through. I honestly think we're going to go there. CalStar doing pretty well. Cameron, being the player at the start of the tournament that we didn't think he was going to bring too much impact into the team, certainly has made an impact. throughout the semis and starting in today's final.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting underway for the kickoff of Game 2 here. And it is going to be Outlast up against CalStar. Has been won the way of Nordic Gaming. Good early start for them, Buzzard, but nice save from Rothy, and the pass play's already coming out. Good save from CalStar.
Yeah, brilliant work for CalStar to pick up what's going on. They're going to get a quick rotation back. The fumble, well, Cameron's got in the way of CalStar there, which would have been a certain counter goal. Now Outlast to put some pressure on. They do get back, so back and forth, just waiting for a defensive move for someone to slip up. Outlast, nice little shot. And CalStar again, defensively saving.
Good recoveries in defence. That's what we like to see. Over 30 seconds in, no goal, so that's a good start. Cameron, save off of the post, and CalStar will look to clear across field. Gone to Outlast, good pass to Rothy. Sets it towards goal, but a little bit wide on the right side. Cameron does get the save. Rothy now. CalStar, good defensive pressure, but Cameron's whiffed his clearance. Be up to CalStar in the corner once again. Jumps off nicely, no contest from Outlast until right as CalStar lands and has no control of the ball, and a lack of boost. So good challenge there from Outlast in the end. It's not getting him too far in offense, but they're keeping it in the side of Nordic Gaming.
CalStar, we had it forward. There's a demo as well. I believe that was Outlast that was taken out. Rothy with the read.
Goodness, Rothy.
An absolute dunkage.
Look at this. Off the sidewall, spots Cameron, gets ready for the dunk. Wow. It's like a dunk around the side. It wasn't even over the top. That was nice from
It
Rothy.
wasn't a traditional dunk, was it?
No. But I'll tell you what, it worked out.
Wow. Well, they're going forward again. CalStar just bumps him out of the way. Cameron got some work to do here. Dangerous territory, but the offensive line wasn't there for Terraria Gamers.
CalStar jumps for it, but Rothy ends up playing on the sidewall. Outlast. Not past Cameron, and the 50 goes the way of CalStar. Rothy on the backboard once again to players. A bit of a yelling in the background. Rothy. CalStar can't even get a hit on the ball or Rothy. The Outlast will now chase it across the opposite side of the field. Cameron, this is a good first touch. Outlast straight to the backboard. Knows he needs to get that clearance, Buzzer.
Well, the pressure's on. CalStar's read this perfectly and puts in the first goal for his team, tying up the game.
Nice play from CalStar. 52 boost, and he's used pretty much all of it. A total of 51 boost used for that goal.
And if anyone is, I don't know what the word is, but you know how you go to the fuel station, you have $5.99 trying to get 60, you leave it at the one. It's like CalStar having one boost left.
Yeah,
a bit of OCD, I think.
He made every bit of boost count on Rothy. What has gone on here? Let's take a look at this from his perspective. Barely off of the kickoff. CalStar missed his touch, and it's just over the top of Cameron. Outlast not quite getting the touch. CalStar was close to getting back in time, but not quite.
This game's changed. It was very quiet, very calculated, and now it's very reactive with some quick speed.
Yeah. Maybe they heard us mentioning that it was quiet. Okay, let's turn it up.
Let's turn the volume up, eh?
Outlast over the top of CalStar. CalStar into the corner. Rothy thought about stealing the boost, but CalStar does beat him to it. He'll back up in defense. CalStar, nice play. They're not going to get anything off of it, though. But that was very impressive from CalStar.
Cameron needed to make a move on this. It's put CalStar under pressure. Although Rothy being wider with his shots today, he's not 100% on target, is he? CalStar!
When CalStar started that air drag off the sidewall, all I heard was Rothy right behind him going, "Come here," trying to get the demo on him. It's very close.
Well, there's a couple of opportunities happening right now where the players are cutting each other off. That's from opposite sides. And the band is starting to get really real at the point where they might be affecting them on the field. You never know. Outlast. A little touch here to bring it down. He's hit the post. Rothy has to go. And he's missed the ball.
I have a feeling that Rothy did that a few times in league play as well.
Yeah, I'm not lying here. Cameron with a save. And they're just holding on at the moment.
Outlast on the sidewall. CalStar was trying to force him away. It is going to be Outlast up against Cameron, but Cameron does get there early enough. CalStar has time for the boost as well. Rothy needs to challenge, does get the challenge in time. Now off the sidewall. CalStar looking to interrupt things. Straight down to Outlast, but he's won that 50 over the top of Cameron as well. Rothy is too far back. He'll have to get there for the shot as the pass comes out of the corner, but CalStar Very good block and a good save, and now he's got the dribble, looking for the flick, gets it over the top of Rothy, but not quite over the top of Outlast. However, it's gone straight to Cameron. He flicks it into the corner now. Good attack so far from Nordic Gaming, but they're not able to find it past the defense.
And it's sent wide by Outlast. I was just having a quick listen to the comms because I could hear Cameron didn't purposely make a play because he didn't have any boost to do with the ball there. So he just held it up for Calstar to rotate. They're going back for defense. Outlast with an attack. They are certainly trying some moves right now.
I think Outlast was trying to fake there.
Roffy.
Calstar, good jump off the backboard. Outlast towards right post. Rothy's there. Good save by Cameron. Had to put the effort in to get there for that one and blocks the shot. Less than 30 seconds now. And Nordic Gaming still down this one goal. Calstar, hook to the right. Nicely played, but Rothy's there in net. Cameron, not quite going to beat Rothy to that one, especially when Outlast demos him. So a lot of offensive pressure from the side of Terraria Gamers. It does look like it's going to pay off for them. Just seconds left.
It's going to be keepies up here.
It could happen.
Oh, bring it down, Rothy.
Oh! So close. God, that had to be less than a metre off of the right post, and the speed on that pinch was insane. But Terraria Gamers, they hang in there right at the last second. A total of 8 shots for the side of Terraria Gamers. Meanwhile, only 3 coming through from Nordic. I feel that that might be a little bit inaccurate because they spent less time in the offensive half, but they still had a lot of work. Total of 7 saves from Nordic Gaming, so it just goes to show how much they were in defense as well.
I don't know about the viewers at home, but my ears are hurting right now.
Yep, from the crackling.
Yeah. That was just that pinch. If it went in, it probably would have erupted the entire place.
The table would have gone. Monitors would be on the floor.
Wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have a broadcast coming to you guys.
We'd probably be sued for damages.
It's 1 goal differences right now, Rankies.
Yeah.
First 2 games, going to Aria games, right? So they've got a good lead, but certainly Nordic Gaming have a chance. They just need to get on the scoreboard early.
Absolutely. Yeah, picking up that first goal in a game is very crucial to helping your chances of the win. I always forget the statistic, but the statistics of the first team to score in any given game, winning the game is quite high.
I just look at Cameron Speed, he's got like 168 ping. What? We're at land.
It might be bugged a little bit because it does show the players having ping, but this is being played on a local network, so... Okay, the game is bugged out for Outlast. He cannot join. So what the players are doing right now, if you've never seen this, is they keep on joining and leaving repeatedly, and it delays the kickoff from starting.
Yeah, well, that's what we're seeing. We're currently on camera right now, waiting for Outlast has crashed.
Okay, Outlast's game has crashed. So what we might do is, unless the players can keep this up, we'll just keep talking on screen, of course. Yep. Hopefully Outlast can get the game back up in time. If the kickoff does start, we'll just reset the lobby.
Yeah, I think Calstar DDoSed Outlast.
Okay. Is that what?
I think that's what's happening.
Was it his ping that was 168?
No, it was Cameron's. Oh. Cameron's ping was high, which I was like, what? What's going on? Right, all right, let's get off of that. They're going to sort out the issues. Right, 2 more games.
Good effort, they're still going.
Yeah, Gamers. Gamers unite, that's all I can say. Terra Gamers gotten 2 so far, need 2 more.
Yep.
If we were thinking about Calstar and Cameron, what do they need to do to sort of get an advantage in this game?
Outlast has joined. They've actually done it, Bizer.
Oh, woohoo.
We're going to be able to jump straight into game.
You don't have to answer my question.
No, I don't. And honestly, hats off to the players managing to delay. That's probably the longest kickoff delay I've ever seen.
About 1.5 minutes? I'm sure RLCS LAN's done something like this.
Oh, surely some other LAN or something, or even just an online tournament has done something similar, but that's the longest one I've personally seen.
We need the stat man.
Yeah. So you were asking me what Cameron and Calstar need to do, in my opinion, to be able to come back in this one. Look, they've spent a lot of time in defense. They haven't been too bad in defense. First goal going to Rothy. I'll just quickly finish that thought. They need to figure out how to effectively transition in offense and make those pass plays count. Shots on target have been okay.
So Calstar had the opportunity to make the first save on that, but then what I can see on an underlying issue is they're both sort of set into one corner and they've lost all their speed, which gave that easy move for Rothy to shoot left side and score. Tell you what, the first goal I said it needed to be in the favour for Nordic Gaming. Now they're back foot. They're going to have to really work hard at this.
Well, if Outlast and Rothy can manage to take out this game and the next one, they'll have a clean sweep first seed in the grand final, which would certainly be impressive. Calstar does find that one through, so close from Outlast, I believe it was, going for the save here. We'll take a look.
Calstar doesn't worry about the camera. He's just giving banter across the table. A nice little move there. Outlast, unfortunately, couldn't get the pinch or the save. I don't know how you try to work that. That's
He was
a hard
going
one.
for a pinch off the post.
It's a hard one to do. Especially turn the car the wrong way.
Absolutely. Well, the kickoff not going too bad. The boys on Terraria Gamers. Rothy off the backboard. Leaves it for Outlast. Good catch. Great catch, in fact. Rothy now, who went all the way back, has boost, goes towards net. That's off the tyres and still has enough speed to go in the back of the net. How fast was this?
So
85 Ks off the tyres, Bizer.
Think about the ball and the height. If you hit that with a nose, it's going backboard every single time. You can't drag that down. It's either going to the floor or it's going backboard.
No doubt. He had to use tyres there.
You use the tyres. It takes speed off, but it directs it perfectly in the goal.
Yeah, he absolutely had to. I'm just impressed that it still managed to go in the back of the net at 85 kilometres per hour off of tyres. That's for tyres, that's fast.
All right, well.
Calstar being told that the opposition has boost when they in fact do not, to try and throw him off. So the lane environment definitely mind games coming into the camera, and Outlast gets there in time, and Rothy, comfortable defense right now for him against Calstar, waiting for the boost. It doesn't spawn. So he has to flip across the field with no boost. He's got a challenge in on Outlast, and he does win it as well. Impressive stuff from Calstar. He's gone a good 30 seconds with no boost. Calstar now has 12 boosting. Cameron will get the shot towards net, but Outlast back in time in defense.
Oh, there's some disappointment when the shots are not being made.
That would have been so
both
tight.
Teams. Yeah.
That was what was said, if the stream couldn't hear that.
I wish you didn't quote that.
I kind of had to.
Well, Outlast with a chance going downfield. He sent it wide here. Calstar playing the perfect move.
Calstar. Cameron's there.
Oh, Rothy.
Rothy does get the save. He's telling Outlast, rest assured, I've got this save. I'll get it every single time.
Some blood pressure would certainly be up for these gamers. They're stressing a bit.
Outlast trying to go back to Rothy. Quite work out, but the save potential was definitely high there for Cameron and Calstar. It's unlikely they would have missed. Cameron open net, not quite. Outlast has put it wide. That was, both shots were off. Cameron's was too far left, and Outlast is going to score off the back of that. Calstar has got his face in his hands. He is absolutely mortified. The poor guy. Sometimes it happens, Bizer. It's not that big of a deal. It is only a 2-goal deficit.
You know what the saying is? It's just Rocket League things.
Yeah. Hashtag just Rocket League things. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Calstar. You know, Cameron's shot was wide to the left, and Calstar found the right post. And Outlast has almost found yet again another one off of the counter attack.
I was going to say it was almost Psionics please as well, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's an old meme.
Yeah.
Outlast.
So is Brazil, but we still use that.
Oh, it's convenient.
Yeah, true. Now Calstar landing into this one nicely. Challenge up against Rothy. Oh, he's almost found a. It's not a Doomsday dish. I don't know what you'd call that.
There's a name for it. I can't remember. But
I don't know the name. We'll call it a hook.
The banana bender? Yeah, there we go. I don't know how you can do it with a round ball, but we'll make it work. 3-1 right now, a minute and 30 left on the clock. 2 goals required here for Nordic Gaming. They've had the chances early on. That one sent on.
Tough stuff.
And Rothy scores his 4th.
Yeah, take a look at this from Cameron here. It's a bit of a harsh mistake. I think he wanted that into the corner, but did not get the angle on the hit that he was trying to go for at all. As you said, 4-1, minute 26 remaining on the clock as we jump into kickoff here.
So Rothy with his hat-trick.
Yep.
Outlast with 1.
Rothy again in defense. How many saves has Rothy actually got? Total of 3 now as well, alongside Outlast. Good save from Cameron. Rothy was confident that he would have had that one. Outlast off the ceiling. This is great about being in the land environment, Buzzy. You know, we don't presume whether the players are confident. We actually hear them say, "Oh, I had that."
We know.
Oh, the pitch! It is an open net, but no one's there. But Bizer is sitting down. I'm struggling to stand up. And Kelstar is pleased as punch as he puts in a goal into the open net after the extremely overcommittal there from Terraria Gamers. 47 seconds left and the scoreline is 4-2, still in favour of Terraria Gamers. They hold a 2-goal lead, less than a minute to hold it. It's still a good chance they're going to take out game 3 and go to match point.
It's all about taking a breath. And the players as well. They've got to settle for a moment. This is Nordic Gaming to bring 2 goals back in 30. Kelstar held up by Roffey. Outlast in a really good position to make this work. Cameron's going to have to make a move here. The 50-50 wins it out. Kelstar, he's going for the pinch. 50. Well, it was a 50-50 more than the pinch.
Yeah.
And wins it. But the time, it's disappearing from them.
All right, Kelstar frustrated at how Roffey got a demo on him there. And it did reset their attack as well, which has pretty much bought enough time for the side of Terraria Gamers to pick up game 3 here. Still a relatively close game, but very much more in the favour of Terraria Gamers this one. So not only are they extending the lead, they're ramping up still as well.
Yep.
They are now on match point. They are about to clean sweep first seed in the best of 7 grand final here for the Create Era 2v2 knockout tournament.
And the banter coming from the boys, one more. They're saying one more. And that's it. But I got belief in Nordic Gaming. I think they can bring this back. They're going to have a big series. They're going to have a big game in the series, though.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I think we're trying to get these games underway real fast, so we'll ready up here.
Yep.
It's just a matter of the boys in the production room to ready up, but meanwhile we can talk about stats. 8 shots each for both teams, but look at Kelstar had a total of 7 shots, 2 of those going in. Saves, very strong for Terraria Gamers, total of 6 saves, both picking up the saving medal.
And when you see saving medals, assistant, all this stuff come into play, 3 assists for Outlast. They're working...
Playmaker badge.
The Playmaker badge. They're working really well with each other. And there's consistency that we're seeing from them over the series. So it's a big game, as I said before, acquired by Nordic Gaming.
Been absolutely amazing synergy between Outlast and Roffey, Kelstar and Cameron. There's no lack of synergy here for them. It's, Game 1 and 2 were especially close. Game 3, like I said, just a little bit more in the favour of Terraria Gamers, but that does mean they're now on match point and ramping up. So this is looking pretty grim for Nordic Gaming. They're certainly capable of bringing it back, though, so we'll see what happens as the players jump into the game and we get ready for the kickoff of what could be the last game, game number 4.
I hope not. I hope we get the game best of 7.
So do I.
In play, so a reverse sweep required for Nordic Gaming. But we're going to get into it. Game number 4 underway.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm happy about, Bizer. I'm pretty sure that maybe not every, but a lot of the predictions that come to mind where you've asked me to, put my pick in for who's going to win, I've got wrong. And right now, it's just 1 game away from me being right. And not only that, I'm still wrong because I thought it would go to a game 7. So
whatever you go, I go the opposite. That's how I work my prediction.
Yeah.
So it's always a meme.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work out for me in Adelaide, and it hasn't worked out for me so far here in Perth. So even in my home city,
we might get a reverse sweep.
The first 30 seconds, and Cameron is going to, not get a touch on the ball. It's Kelstar's goal.
He's credited. Let's see what happens.
Off the sidewall here, bumps Roffey a little bit, but doesn't stop him from just going straight for. I thought Cameron might have got the hit there, but no, not quite.
Well, the first goal. That's what they've been struggling with throughout the series. They finally had the first goal. A little bit of scoreboard pressure.
Well, good stuff here for Nordic Gaming to start things off in game 4. Good pass from Cameron to Kelstar. He doesn't connect. I think he wanted backboard there.
Yeah, that was a good 50-50 for Cameron. He had to get up at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, Outlast was looking pretty out of spot there, I would say. It was too much underneath the ball. Now off the backboard. A little bit of a touch towards himself. Kelstar might have given it up, and Outlast will run that all the way through. Gets the 50 to make sure it goes in. Kelstar, he was so close yet so far.
This is such a juke from Outlast. He knew he was coming at him.
Yep.
The play was going to be made by Kelstar to get 50-51 and potentially go into a goal. But he got absolutely juked off that point. And Outlast, crazy move right now to bring that back to level stakes.
Good stuff there for Outlast. Roffey with the moral support yelling in the background. You've got to have that.
Yep.
And it's nice to see that when your supporting crowd is actually your team member. Well, there you go. Outlast off the backboard. Roffey coming through. Cameron. He's found it around him. Outlast is back. Fresh on boost as well. And, Outlast is a very dangerous player to have coming off the sidewall with fresh, full boost. CalStar plays it well in the midfield.
He's just on another level, isn't he?
Outlast.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Season 1 air dribble, man.
It's not always the fanciest, though. You know, the game's about down to mechanical skill and execution. And sometimes you can go wrong for Outlast.
Landed underneath the ball nicely, but didn't have much boost to continue the play. So it's gone to Rothy. Rothy gets the pass off the backboard, but CalStar loops over the top of Outlast.
Speeds
and
there.
it will run
Yes.
all the way down. This time going the opposite way. Outlast couldn't even get close for the 50-50.
So Rothy going hard into the backboard.
Good hit from CalStar.
Hoping his teammate would be coming through on that directory line, but it was a little too hard. Caught Outlast out of guard, and CalStar in the right place, right time to flick it, or if you were in the word of Rocket League, doink it downfield.
Rothy so close. He wanted the double touch. I think he'd run out of boost. He said, yeah, he's gone back for the midfield boost. CalStar off the sidewall, doesn't find it past Rothy. Cameron out of the corner. Outlast into the corner. And now CalStar off the backboard. Oh, good touch over the top from Cameron. Rothy. Slow touch down to Outlast, who takes possession on the backboard, wrapping around out of the corner nicely. Challenge coming there, Cameron shadowing a little bit, hesitated, and now Outlast will go over the top of him. Just CalStar to beat. Rothy's there for the pass, wide open, but CalStar had Outlast sort of blocked in up against the sidewall.
A little bit of a play coming from CalStar on flick fast side. He's able to take Outlast on the defensive rotation, so Rothy to make a play, allow his teammate to get into the right position. Cameron and CalStar moving forward very quickly now. I'll just hold off. We have a back and forth affair at this 2-minute mark, and the lead here for Nordic Gaming.
Good hit hit on the ball downfield from Cameron. Outlast gets the save, and Rothy another save again off of Cameron's shot. Outlast, good catch into the corner. Didn't quite get the flick pass, but it's an own goal from Cameron. We're hearing right now from Cameron, he said he tried to doink it out, but it didn't quite work out in his favour. Take a look at that, Bizer. It was close. It was close. It was close.
When you're driving back into the goal, you're going to take momentum
forward
of the ball to go forward.
What he was looking to do,
he needed to get a little bit forward and flick.
Yeah.
Back flip the car.
Or even just angle the car as he jumped. But yeah, just there wasn't quite enough time. And we've almost seen another goal from the side of Outlast and Rothy. They ended up getting a demo copped. CalStar demoing Rothy, I believe it was. Has respawned. Now Outlast. That's a banger towards the backboard. Already up in the air. Cameron is there to challenge him, but the 50 went the way of Outlast. CalStar was there. Somehow that wasn't on target either. And, look, with the amount of damage, you would expect the pace of the game to slow down, but it's not. It's just keeping speed.
It's intensity between these two, and they are keeping it quite quiet right now. So Rothy and Outlast, this is a sign they've been challenged through this game. And defense, Outlast, he's made a play. Oh,
good save from Cameron. Remember, this is crucial moments, and they've messed it up in defense. Outlast, with a little bit less than a minute remaining, has found the game-leading goal, 3-2 in favour of Terraria Gamers up against Nordic Gaming. And this is game 4 on the verge of a clean sweep.
When you have the aggression going forward and you can utilise the backboard with a defensive error, it guarantees you a goal in this game. In 50 seconds left, Nordic Gaming have to throw everything at them.
Good pass from Outlast to Rothy. Back to Outlast again, but Outlast couldn't do too much. It's a tough angle. Rothy off the backboard. Cleared away by Cameron. Outlast up against CalStar, just trying to keep it away from CalStar. He's bought himself enough time to get boost and will challenge with a clearance off the backboard. Just about 30 seconds remaining. And Rothy with a clearance downfield. Outlast, it's not quite going to go in, but they are keeping time in the Nordic Gaming half and just forcing the ball to stay there. Nordic Gaming, they desperately need to get a nice pass play happening. There could be one out of the corner here, but no, not quite. There's still time, Buzzer.
Still time. They need to make a move, though. Outlast, his flip just gives CalStar a chance, but he ran it straight into the drop of Outlast. And now it's all about the pinch. Cameron's in the right place. He puts it in.
1 second left.
1 second left. They tied the game up.
With, oh my goodness, only the 1 second remaining. They tied up to 3 apiece. Good play from Cameron. Good pass in from CalStar.
I just want to yell at the screen right now. It's ridiculous.
Put your fist straight through the middle of the monitor.
No, I'm not paying for it, okay? Well, it's overtime we're going to get in this game number 4. It is do or die for Nordic Gaming.
Just like some at 1G, am I right?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Rothy off the sidewall. CalStar leaves it for Cameron. Backboard play, outlast, nice clear. Cameron will turn around on this one. Sends it back towards the backboard. Rothy's turn now. Pass down as it bounces off the ground. Does keep up with it, but CalStar had a good challenge. Outlast, doesn't find it around Cameron. Cameron does make it back in time for the defensive challenge.
It's
CalStar
tense.
tried to bump Outlast out of the way, and now they're in an awkward position in defense. It has worked out for them. Rothy on the sidewall, fresh on boost as well. Over that 30 seconds in overtime, so starting to slow down a little bit again.
Cameron this time's gone forward, made the 50-50 challenge, but couldn't continue with the ball. Outlast with an attack here. They need to solidify the defense here, Naughty Gaming, not let anything go through.
Clearance from Cameron goes straight to Rothy. He's looking for a pass to Outlast, who is ready on the far post, and there it is. Not quite a minute in, but this is a good pass from Rothy to pick up his playmaker badge. Sends that nicely down to Outlast on the far post, who slots it in at a comfortable 92 kilometers per hour, and that finalizes the clean sweep. It was very, very close games. Game 3 a little bit more in the favour of Terraria gamers, but game 1, 2, and 4 were all extremely close between these two teams. So yeah, you do hate to see the clean sweep, but I don't think it takes away from the fact that these teams were very close.
Very close indeed, and well, Naughty Gaming, they pick up second place and $75 for the guys. So certainly they're not going to leave with their heads down.
They're not leaving empty-handed.
They've got something, but most enjoyable, a really good land for the guys.
Absolutely. Of course, first place, they did pick up 150, so that's 75 each. Second, it's 75 split between the two of them.
Right, well, I think we're going to get the winners of Terraria Gamers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave you to this, Bars.
We're going to get them up
a step away.
And we'll get them. We'll present the trophy.
Yep.
Got to the final. How do you feel getting it done 4-0 with a sweep?
Too easy. Too easy.
Too easy. For the 2 weeks of league play, you had some challenges coming into the final stage. Was there any doubt about getting to this stage?
Just stay funny, make Roth laugh, and he's gonna score, even if it's an own
content goals and chase, because it's the only way to win twos.
Yeah,
twos is a good.
I'll just take the mic away. Test 1. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm getting told it's muted. I'm getting told it's unmuted. Now we're good. Okay, obviously we hear the boys. Guys, any words to your opponents today?
Well played. Well played.
Well played. Yeah, well played. Yeah.
All right, before we with the trophy, banter, is that your type of thing? You guys bantering all day, might quite humorous. It's
Content. For sure.
All right, come over. All right, yeah, we'll present the trophy. Your winners of the Create Era Knockout Tournament, Outlast and Rothy for Terraria Gamers. Guys, well done, and we'll see you guys next season.
I got no money, I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today.